Hello everyone, I hope everyone's doing well. This is Soulfree World. Please excuse the way I look. I just want to do a video and just say that because it's 40 degrees Celsius here in the UK and we only had that once documented back in 2022 and it was either 40 degrees Celsius here or 41 degrees Celsius. I remember being at school back in 2003 and 2006. We had a heat wave then, and it was quite hot for like 38 point something degrees, and it felt really bad then, but this is somehow worse. And I hope that in the future in the UK we have buildings that have more aircon and hopefully modern homes that can do both, insulate and keep the heat in during winter, but also keep the rooms cool during the summer. And I hope we also invest more on like preserving and keeping water for emergencies. We make such a big deal about having enough water to keep the cooling systems down for like AI technology, but we really need it as well as a priority for human health, for wildlife, animals, to keep people hydrated, animals, plants, nature, and also to help if we get fires in the wildlife as well. So we need to consider all of these things, and I hope that this has made people realise that this isn't normal and we're going to get more extreme heat and we need to do something about it. We need to find a way to cope, and we shouldn't prioritise having water for AI cooling systems, in my opinion, when we've always coped without AI. And there's things that are more of a priority, such as human health, animal health, and keeping hydrated. And to think of all these wars and things that are going off globally, and then when you read the stupid headlines in the MSN homepage, which you shouldn't believe, by the way, but when they go on about not mowing the lawn, not watering the garden, you've got to have a hose pipe ban, you've got to be frugal with the amount of water you use just to clean your teeth. And the latest one, which is quite funny too and amusing, is that they're telling people to not use their fans indoors. And I think that's just so silly. And a lot of people have to be careful because of their health, their age, vulnerabilities, or if you're on certain medications as well, or if you're neurodiverse or have chronic illness or anything like that really, you're more sensitive as well to the heat. And there could be like accumulation of things. So yeah, I just wanted to do like a little talk, a little rant. And it's weird how in certain countries it's getting hotter and warmer. There's a change in the atmosphere, change in air, change in nature. And if you observe things as well, you see different changes with plants. You have more like tropical plants in countries that never previously existed and wouldn't have survived in the past. And I don't think we often care enough until it's either too late, or we only care about the environment when we have extreme weather. Otherwise we just go about our day and remain living in ignorant bliss. So that's all I want to say really. I hope people are taking care of themselves. We can only do our bit at the end of the day in terms of doing our bit for the environment, and we can't control what like the government do or what people in power do, and unfortunately people like us suffer every day as a result. and so do animals and wildlife. But I think if we have a healthy balance of using technology, but also try and get back in nature every now and again, and even think about being self-sufficient or growing foods and things like that, then that could be a good thing. And I just hope people are surviving and taking care of themselves. And that's it. Thank you for taking the time, for watching, for listening, and for commenting. And take care.